Let's talk about stats and tools available in the PokerBaazi app. Vpip. The full form of Vpip is voluntarily put in pot, which refers to the chips being put in the pot by the player out of choice. This stat helps you in knowing how tight or loose a player is. In simple words, it's the percentage of number of hands the player is getting involved in. Higher Vpip means the player is playing a lot of hands and is a loose player. And lower Vpip means the player is playing very few hands and is a tight player. Loose players will be playing a wide variety of hands, including some weak ones, so they are a lot of fun to play with, wherein the tight players will be playing some of the best hands in poker. Online players have the advantage of not having to keep track of how many hands each of their opponents are playing, as the PokerBaazi app lets you know the exact calculation. Click on any player's avatar and these stats will pop up. PFR. PFR stands for pre-flop raise. This number is a percentage of the times the player raised pre-flop out of the total number of hands they played. This figure gives you an idea of how aggressive a player is. Since the more they raise, the bigger would be their PFR, and measure the aggression factor in their play. Aggression is considered good play in poker as it can help you win more pots and bigger pots. Point to note here is that aggression in isolation cannot determine if the aggression they are showing is because they have good cards or because it's just a loose play style. We must keep an eye on their Vpip figures as well. By looking at the combined PFR and Vpip numbers of any player, it's easy to determine how aggressive or passive a player is and how you should be playing against them. And the best part about the PokerBaazi app is that it shows you these stats for all players, even your own. Click on any player's avatar and these stats will pop up. Hand strength meter. There are 10 different ranks of hands you can make in poker, and for some it's not easy to always remember what hand beats what. The PokerBaazi hand strength meter keeps telling you the hand you have made on flop, on turn and on river. Look for it right next to your cards and make a confident and informed decision. Session wins or losses. This stat feature tells you who is having a good session and who is not. It also helps you keep a tab on your own winnings and losses on a particular table. This stat gets reset every time you get up from the table. You can check this by clicking the bars icon on the top right of your screen. Last 20 hands. We always tell you to pay attention to the other players on the table. This gives you an idea of the kind of players they are and the types of hands they might be playing. In PokerBaazi app, you can do this by checking the last 20 hands played in any session. You can check this by clicking two cards icon on the bottom left of your screen. Color tag. In online poker, you will play against a vast number of players. It may not be easy to remember how each of them plays. So you can make use of PokerBaazi's color code tool for marking different types of players with different colors for quick recollection later. The color codes can remind you which players you find easy to play against or difficult to play against, even if you meet them after a gap of a few days. Just click on the player's avatar and right at the bottom is the option to code them with the color of your choice. Notes. The coolest tool available for you to remember how a player plays is to make notes on them. This, along with the color tag, helps you play better against them by taking informed decisions. You can make notes by clicking on a player's avatar, and right above the color tag, you will find the option to write notes on them.